Why is gold valuable? A store of wealth, gold has seen its value rise in times of economic or social unrest for thousands of years. Since the dawn of civilization, gold jewelry has been a sought-after luxury good. With time, gold's value has increased. A financial safe haven during market downturns or black swan events. Market shock is gold's non-correlation with stocks and many other assets. Growing industrial and medical demand augments gold's modern value. Everything from space probes and electronics to medical implants and cancer treatments rely on the yellow metal for its physical properties. Originally, sound money consisted of gold coins. With the invention of the gold coin, gold's evolution as a store of wealth and civilization as a whole began. Early history used gold as a mean of exchange because of its high value and small size, especially for long-distance trade. Despite this, gold was treated as any other barter item. Each bar or nugget had its own weight and purity, which had to be determined every time it was traded. There were similar problems with gold jewelry. Around 550 BC, King Croesus of Lydia minted the world's first pure gold coins. Using gold made by a trusted authority, the world had pieces of gold, weight, and purity for the first time. There was a rapid spread of this idea by expanding trade between cities and kingdoms. Lydia became the first mercantile empire. Gold is a very rare metal. Gold is one of the rarest elements on Earth. Gold's value is largely attributed to its rarity. On the periodic table of elements, it has an atomic number of 79. What is the remaining amount of gold in the world? In the Earth's crust, gold makes up of only 4 parts per billion, not parts per million like other metals. Gold mining companies dig where gold has already been found, of course, to recover commercial quantities of gold. However, it still requires a lot of digging. Does gold have a higher rarity than diamonds? It is indeed. As an example of how rare gold is that a gold mine that recovers 6 grams of gold per ton of rock is considered commercially viable. The amount of rock dug out, crushed, and treated to get 1 ounce of gold works out to more than 5 tons. The use of gold as a hedge against uncertainty. The fact that central banks around the world continue to buy in gold as part of their official reserves is a significant endorsement of gold's value. As more central banks prepare for another economic crisis, this trend has accelerated. Gold purchases by central banks reached a 50-year high in 2018. In the same way that gold plays a role on the balance sheets of the world's largest financial institutions, it also plays a role for individual investors. The gold market is highly liquid. Every single day, gold trades for between 85 billion and 130 billion, spot, market options, and futures. Gold is thus easy to buy and sell whenever needed. There is no better safe haven than gold. The only asset that does not suffer from default counterparty risk is physical gold. Investing in gold protects wealth from inflation, government physical and monetary policy, and sudden geopolitical and economic shocks such as war or stock market collapses. It is preferable to use physical gold for these purposes in some ways. Gold is a form of financial insurance. In times of financial stress, gold plays a traditional role as a diversifier in investor portfolios. As with any insurance policy, gold can only protect your wealth if you purchase it before you need it. There are many industry applications for gold's special properties. Gold has been used for non-investment purposes since ancient times. Buildings in the ancient world were protected from the elements by gilt domes. During this time, Ceilings covered in gold leaf were protected from fireplace soot. Glass and gold have also been partners for a long time. A distinctive red shade of glass, known as ruby glass, was produced using gold salts in Roman times. Modern windows block sunlight with thin layers of gold less than a micron thick. The use of gold nanoparticles in the energy production has greatly increased the efficiency of photovoltaic cells, as well as hydrogen fuel cells. The potential for supplying clean energy that is non-dependent on the sun or wind is enormous. Additionally, it improves power generation for manned space flights. Heavy machinery has also found a place for gold. In corrosive environments such as jet engines, gold plating makes moving parts last longer and perform better. Gold is used either to enhance industrial processes or to protect important components. NASA loves gold. Since the dawn of the space race, gold has played an important role in the aeronautics industry. The gold cover surfaces of spacecraft and satellites reflect heat and radiation, preventing solar damage. In space, there is no atmosphere to carry heat away from surfaces. Materials in space are protected from getting too hot by gold foil. The vision of astronauts is even more important. That needs to be protected. An astronaut spacesuit's helmet visor is coated in gold, which reflects harmful infrared radiation while allowing them to see. Also, the gold coating on the visor prevents overheating inside the suit. The importance of gold in technology cannot be overstated. In technology, gold has grown exponentially in importance. In particular, this has been true since the invention of the integrated circuit and the dawn of the information age. Despite the fact that copper and silver are more efficient electrical conductors than gold, their efficiency decreases as they tarnish and corrode. However, gold connectors do not tarnish or corrode as a result. Gold is preferred for plating electrical conductors and integrated circuits. Gold's properties as a tarnish-proof metal are especially valuable. There is a great deal of this in the aerospace industry. Gold saves lives in the medical field. Gold's use in medicine and science have expanded greatly since the days when it was only used for filling teeth and wiring dentures. It was discovered in 1929 that gold could treat arthritis. The anti-corrosive properties of gold make an ideal coating for implants, especially inner ear implants, which are prone to infection. Gold compounds can also be used as a base for experimental medicines to combat antibiotic-resistant superbug infections. Gold nanoparticles are used to fight cancer in a rapidly expanding medical field. Nanoparticles of gold are used to deliver genetic payloads for tumor suppression. Gold nanoparticles that have been specifically designed can slither out of the bloodstream into tumors, but not into healthy cells. Photothermal therapy uses lasers to heat up nanoparticles and destroy tumors from the inside without using radiation. The artistic appeal of gold is timeless. Gold was not only used for jewelry by ancient people, it was natural to depict the afterlife and gods in art using the shiny, magical metal that never tarnishes. Thousands of years ago, gold was primarily used for religious purposes. A few examples of how gold elevated religious arts are Pharaoh's Mask, golden Buddha statues, chalices, and crosses. There are many reasons why gold is so valuable. The intrinsic value of gold has been recognized throughout human history going back to ancient times, in ancient civilizations and empires, through the Middle Ages and into the 19th and 20th centuries. Gold served as money and a store of wealth for all that time. It was also the ultimate symbol of wealth and beauty in jewelry and artwork. Because of its special properties, physical gold was the ideal metal for these applications. The demand for gold will continue to grow as it has since the first prehistoric man discovered these little pretty rocks in a stream bed.